I saw this. You had 17 years in the supplement industry. You are a veteran by now. You're still a young guy, but you've been around this for a while. You've been in this industry. What are some of the things you've seen and kind of been a part of that most people don't know about this industry? Because I know it very little, a few years I've been in it and been around it, but you're an insider on this. Tell us what are like the secrets and some of the things you've seen in this industry.
I've seen it all, right? I mean, and you see companies jump in this space with purpose, and that slowly could change over time. And it's part of the why we started Healthgevity, because you're with some of these major brands and they start making decisions about the bottom line rather than the patient outcome.
Yeah.
And it frustrates you, right? When you look and learn about these ingredients or you're reading them in research, you're like, where can I find these? And if you're lucky to find some of these ingredients, you're like, well, why are they underdosing them? Or why are these found in proprietary blends? And so I know it might not have been the answer you were looking for, but I think when you've been doing this as long as we both have, you've kind of learned from the best, and you learn what to do, what not to do, and how do you stay true to yourself and your mission. And I think very early on, professionals like you start learning how to sniff out who's in it for the right reason and who are the companies that are forming for a quick exit.
Yeah.
And you could see right through what the mission, vision, purpose is. Healthgevity really stands to be that extension of the healthcare professionals that really truly stand for something greater. We stand and represent for the consumers and end users who are tired of the 5-minute patient visit, that are tired to walk out of that short visit with 3 to 5 prescriptions, and know that there's natural therapies that they ought to be using as a first line of therapy. And so that's our short answer of a question we could talk about probably for the whole time we have here.
Oh yeah, we could definitely get into it. And it is the reason we connected. I was with my friend, Dr. Ashley Solomon, on the West Coast in LA, and we were discussing like supplements in general, because I'll be frank that, we've used Genestra, Thorne, other brands that are quite reputable, or were quite reputable among integrative practitioners and practices. I knew they were bought by Nestle, but I didn't think they were going to make many changes. But they are. They're reducing their line. A lot of the products we had used in the past are being discontinued, pushed into other areas, maybe cost cut. You don't know. There's no explanation of why. But then it starts to be like, okay, what companies are out there that aren't being bought out by pharmaceutical companies that are going to cut costs, lower the quality, lower results for the patients? Of course, we understand when it comes to anything health related, quality determines results. And quality starts with, the raw ingredients, the production process. So, after 17 years or however many before you started Healthgevity, what are the things that you took as, hey, here's how we're going to be different and create a really good brand in this supplement space?
Yeah, I think just having the unique experience of working for some of the largest nutraceutical manufacturers in the United States and probably the world, I learned a lot becoming a sponge. So, for companies like Metagenics, just to name drop one, seeing thought leaders like Dr. Jeffrey Bland, right, the father of functional medicine, Mark Hyman, and incredible people within that world, both professional and provider based, their approach on how they interpret literature, how they get to a formula concept, how do they choose ingredients, how do they dose ingredients, how do they pair them together to put the end user in mind. So very early on, that's really where I got a lot of my, experience from, right? 2006, I was, a Long Island sales representative for Metagenics. And that was the moment, that was the aha moment for me when I saw what natural medicine can be. And it excited me and also frustrated me because I saw the health of people I love. I saw at that point, I was 22 years old. I'd never even had a blood test before. Forget about everything else, about vitamins and where they were in my life. And so I saw very early on the differences that when you could be on the right supplements, how it put our bodies in the best position to thrive. And from there, I just became that sponge and asking doctors, becoming a patient of incredible people that are making a difference in their local communities. So I saw the art of the ideal patient visit. I saw when you can look at combining the right assessment from blood chemistry to all these specialty labs, to even bioenergenic to applied kinesiology. When you took all of this information to personalize that journey for that particular patient, what could be accomplished. And I haven't looked back since, right? So every step I've taken has been very purposeful to learn from the best and to really create this global collaboration from researchers to frontline providers to influencers. So we collaborate to see, okay, how do we create the best positive change?
Yeah.
And kind of then duplicate that, right? Create this blueprint and touch more lives.